concussion. When can teens return to the football field? This is from the Kansas City Star. On a cool October morning, still nearly an hour before sunrise, Michael Shaw emerges from his bedroom. He pulls Lee's Summit North High School shirt over his head and joins his family in the kitchen for a morning prayer. "We pray that you keep him safe in football game tonight and let the angels watch over him," his mother Raina says as she does each week on Michael's game days. A year ago, Michael suffered a concussion in a game that rendered him temporarily unable to walk or speak. Wow. I have never known a concussion to be that bad. That is what I'm thinking right now in my head. It's unbelievable to me. I've seen kids get concussions, but usually they're okay after a little while. So using Google Docs, I'm going to go ahead and leave that comment off to the side. That's a reading strategy. Memory loss followed, forcing him to drop 2 high school classes, while extreme sensitivity to light and sound prevented him from attending his team's games, even as a spectator. This season, though, he's back on the field as a senior for the Broncos. This is amazing to me. What a strong kid to go out and play again. Watching concussions closely. Nearly 1,500 high school football players in Missouri suffered concussions in 2012, and most of them returned to action within 2 weeks, according to the Missouri high school officials. The attention given to concussions has never been more intense, prompting coaches, parents, schools, lawmakers, everyone to be hypersensitive to head injuries and their symptoms. But it's what happens afterwards that is less precise, because it is not clear when a high school player is ready to return to the football field after suffering a head injury. That's shocking to me. I'm surprised that professional doctors and sports medicine people are not aware when it's okay for players to return to the field. I thought that if they knew the symptoms and the symptoms were gone, that it would be safe and they would know it would be okay to return to the field. I'm going to go ahead and type that in. When I was reading earlier, I read over this word hypersensitive, but I wasn't really sure what it meant. So I read through everything, and now I'm going to come back to that sentence, and I'm going to break apart the word to try and help myself make sense of this. I know the word hyper. I know that when I give my child too much sugar, he becomes really hyper, or he has a lot of energy. And I know the word sensitive. In fact, I know it can mean a lot of things. I think here it might be referring to someone being caring or putting a lot of thoughtful energy towards something. So I'm thinking that this sentence, promoting coaches, parents, schools, lawmakers, everyone, to be hypersensitive to head injuries and their symptoms, is saying that those people need to put a lot of energy towards caring for the kids who are having these injuries and towards those symptoms, and just put a lot of energy and effort into really diagnosing these so that their injuries don't become worse.